The Premier League title race has officially reached boiling point, and when Gary Neville starts talking mind games, you know the drama is real. Following a weekend packed with statement wins, tension, and psychological warfare, the former Manchester United captain and current Sky Sports pundit has delivered a verdict that will excite citizens and put pressure on Arsenal supporters alike. According to Neville, the title race is far from settled and Manchester City are quietly sending a warning to the rest of the league. City's momentum continues to grow at precisely the right moment. Pep Guardiola's side secured a fifth straight victory in all competitions with a dramatic win over Newcastle United, their fifth meeting of the season. The match itself had everything: intensity, resilience, and decisive moments. Young star Nico O'Reilly stole the spotlight with a brace, sandwiching a leveler from Lewis Hall to seal all 3 points and keep City's title hopes very much alive. For the City faithful, it felt like more than just another when it felt like momentum. But while City were flexing their muscles, Arsenal were busy delivering a statement of their own. Despite recent struggles, the Gunners silenced critics with a commanding 4-1 victory over rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Goals from Ebereki Eze and Victor Gyökeres ensured Mikel Arteta's side remained firmly in control at the top. And that's where the tension lies. City currently sit 5 points behind Arsenal, but crucially, Guardiola's men have a game in hand. In a title race defined by margins, that single fixture could become decisive, a fact not lost on Neville as he delivered his latest analysis on the Gary Neville podcast. City are dangerous, Neville declared bluntly. They're dangerous because they've got Omar Marmish, Erling Haaland, Jeremy Doku, Antoine Semenyo, Phil Foden. So they're a serious threat. That attacking depth is exactly what fuels belief among citizens. From the explosive pace of Jeremy Doku to the ruthless finishing of Erling Haaland, Guardiola's frontline possesses the firepower to overwhelm any opponent. Add creativity, unpredictability, and squad depth, and the picture Neville paints becomes increasingly ominous for Arsenal. But Neville's analysis didn't stop at talent alone. He highlighted the importance of defensive stability, suggesting that City's title charge hinges on keeping their center BA-CKs fit. He also pointed to the presence of Gianluigi Donnarumma between the posts and the tactical genius of Pep Guardiola as key pillars of City's resurgence. And then came the controversial part. Neville believes City's celebrations after the Newcastle victory were not just emotional, they were strategic. The celebrations at the end from Haaland and Pep Guardiola felt meaningful to me. They were sending a message. That was mind games at play, he insisted. For many City supporters, celebrations are simply passion. But Neville's interpretation introduces another layer: psychological warfare. According to him, every gesture, every reaction, and every moment on the pitch now carries symbolic weight in a title race this tight. Every time you speak now, for the next 2 months, every time you do something on the pitch, it's transmitting something to the opposition, Neville explained. Whether that's vulnerability, strength, celebrations, even over-celebrations. In other words, the title race is being fought not only with tactics and goals, but with mentality and messaging. Neville even suggested that Guardiola and Haaland, arguably the league's most influential figures, delivered a subtle warning to Arsenal. We're coming for you, and we're going to be breathing down your neck. It's the kind of narrative that fuels fan debates and intensifies pressure. Arsenal may be leading, but City's experience in title battles gives them a psychological edge. Neville acknowledged this, noting that while this current City squad isn't identical to the one that battled Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool in previous classic races, the dressing room still contains players who understand what it takes to go the distance. That experience could prove decisive as the season enters its defining stretch. For Arsenal, the challenge is clear: withstand the pressure. Neville believes Arteta's side showed resilience with their win over Tottenham, but maintaining that composure for another 6 to 8 weeks will be the real test. They were never going to have this Premier League title handed to them on a plate, Neville said. It's a struggle. It's a battle. It's a fight. That statement resonates with both fan bases. Citizens know their team thrives under pressure. often producing relentless winning runs when the stakes are highest. Arsenal supporters, meanwhile, are desperate to prove their team has the mentality to finish the job. Neville's final prediction only adds to the drama. While he still leans toward Arsenal edging the race, he expects it to be anything but comfortable. Think Arsenal will get there, maybe crawl over the line in the end. But it's going to be a massive struggle. I don't think it's going to be easy. And then came the moment that will have fans circling dates on their calendars. Neville highlighted the upcoming clash at the Etihad Stadium as potentially season-defining. That game at the Etihad is going to be monumental, with both clubs also chasing multiple trophies and even dreaming of a historic quadruple. The stakes could hardly be higher. A Carabao Cup final showdown at Wembley only adds another layer of rivalry, ensuring these two sides will continue to collide in high-pressure environments. For citizens, Neville's comments may feel like both a warning and a compliment. The warning is that Arsenal still hold the advantage. The compliment is that even rivals and pundits see City as the most dangerous chasers in English football. Momentum, experience, depth, and mentality, the ingredients of a classic Guardiola title charge, are starting to reappear. The question now is whether Arsenal can resist that familiar late-season surge. One thing is certain. This title race is no longer just about points on the table. It's about belief, nerves, mind games, and moments of brilliance. And with each passing week, the drama only intensifies as citizens and football fans everywhere. The big question is now in your hands. Are Manchester City really playing mind games and closing in on Arsenal? Or will the Gunners hold their nerve and finally end City's dominance? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments section. Who wins the Premier League? Was Gary Neville right about the mind games? And how monumental do you think that Etihad showdown will be? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explosive football updates. The title race is heating up and you don't want to miss a second of it.